It's Madden NFL 23.
And the question is, are you ready for some football?
It's the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens.
Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the Rocket, our man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level. Once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked down in overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Allen going to go to the air right away. To the sellout, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
First down for Stephon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021, with a career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams have more catches than him since 2020.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took a string to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time and leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as a leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his 3rd 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble at 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against it, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through for a solid game.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will not get close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the 26. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and a 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on a 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was good running to get to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Ball start.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Singletary again. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 29.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The last series for him, a little disappointing. Forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Khair Elam makes the pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that in becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 on the carry. It'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in the spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt. Now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And now they'll throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Let's go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And he gets a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Singletary. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you probably go and play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now Jackson passes forward, jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. What you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Inside the 20. Fighting his way through contact. And this is going to be brought back from Baltimore. Touchdown. So the defense versus the fumble that get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Tucker now to add a point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The scooping score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Allen and the Bills out with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Allen to throw once more. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move to 6.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie from 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they've started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot, stay the course. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
A nice play design there with touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he's not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means lines blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's a principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From midfield, here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And again, it's Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we used to see him the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on first down is Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, good move. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. His drive continues to plunge forward.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's pick up of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson is going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Let's ride, dog. Get something together. Don't give him up. Don't give him up.
Allen and the Bills out with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Allen. And Davis has it over the middle. 9 yards of pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
As a passer, always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's roll. Get right.
Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Allen again. And his throw here is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping to catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Allen to throw once more. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
options galore here. Second and a few inches. On the give, this is Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3. It brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush a passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. On the handoff, it's Singletary. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Moss is in. Touchdown, Bills. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Pass home for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting down the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. A nice little juke. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills getting set to go.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about getting some of their backups a little bit of work, to let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Allen, nifty footwork, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st down, Allen.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Allen now looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down it goes.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one return to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Jordan Phillips able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Yeah.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Call it no gain there to brace forth a 3rd and long.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pick up on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here into the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Dobbins once more. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Patrick Ricard taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Handing the football, he does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. And that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And a lead will be cut down to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Singletary again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now will be 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is taken at the 18. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. 4th quarter of the drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Knocking that one free on the defensive side, Kyer Elam.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Diggs has it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from the 20. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now here come the Ravens. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points. So there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Now in a lopsided game like this, they are not letting up.
The Ravens send their runner out now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Let's rock and roll. Bring it. Let's go. Come on, baby. Rock and roll.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Singletary to get the drive started. 97 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on 1st down to Moss. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.